Hi, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, stop and listen in. I am Veronica Drake, and I'm coming to you with what was formerly known as angel messages. I've been instructed to call them divine downloads because there are multiple sources, including the angels, that are speaking through me. And so going forward, these are divine downloads. Now, if you like this kind of stuff, subscribe to my channel. It just makes sense. When they talk to me, I come talk to you. Oh, and click the little bell icon so that you get notified as soon as I post, because you want to get the information as quickly as you can. Now, reminder, one size does not fit all. What does that mean? Maybe this is for you. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But you're going to have to be the judge of that. And I'm going to encourage you, invite you to engage your soul when you listen. Now, as I always tell you also, listen two ways, actively and passively. Passively means you're doing something else. Actively means you're just focused on this. And so when you're listening actively versus passively, you learn different things, you hear different things, and vice versa. So I've given you your tips. I've taught you how to listen. And now your job is to listen. Now, this message comes in 3 parts. It's all written down. They gave it to me this morning in my meditation. So I am going to refer to my notes. Usually I just let it flow, but they said to me, sit down, listen to us, write it out. We've got 3 different components. So get your soul journals and your pen. Listen actively, just listen, and then listen passively while you take your notes. You're going to get something different, I promise. The first message is this: consistency is the key this week. Consistency. Stick to what your original feelings were about a certain situation, a certain person, a certain move you're looking to make. Consistency is key. You were not misguided when you got that initial feeling. Where you are misguided is when you start to question that initial feeling. Your initial feelings were in direct alignment with your divine purpose. So some of you needed to hear that. Now, the second part of this message is I'm hearing more downloads. That's why I'm pausing, because as I hear this, it's all about overabundance. They're telling you and me to trim the excess. Maybe you've heard the phrase, trim the fat. We can think about it when we get a cut of meat, you're going to kind of trim the fat away. But what they are encouraging you to do, and this just was through me, is trim the excess in all areas of your life. Where you are overindulging, and it's making you feel lethargic. It's slowing you down. You feel like you're in slow motion. That is a true indication that it's time to trim the excess. This could be a certain person that you hang out with. This could be a certain belief that you have, but every time you go into it or every time you visit with this person, you just feel overly heavy or full. So trim the excess. Too much of anything is not a good idea. Nothing. Everything in moderation. Now, for some of you, you may say, well, does this apply to my weight, my eating? Well, yeah, maybe it does. Whatever you need to hear, you're going to hear. Now, especially though they are coming through in the energy of relationships. You may be that person that just overly gives and overly gives, or maybe you're that person that just shuts down to the exclusion of everything and you don't want to let anybody in. That is an excessive behavior. So look at your behaviors. Notice where there's excessiveness, okay? And, oh, also, giving more than you get is the phrase that you need to hear. Sit with that. Giving more than you get. Now, if you continue to live in excess in any way that you see you are, the obvious feeling will be resentment. You will resent the excessiveness, whether it's to yourself or to another individual. You will resent the excessiveness, and it's going to fester inside of you. And what that festering will do is feed your ego, and it'll have you coming from a place of defense. So you want to really make sure that you listen to this a couple of times, because excessiveness is the word for this second message. The first is consistency, excessiveness. And now the third part of this message is, like a diamond in the rough, your potential is screaming to be acknowledged. You are ready for the big leagues. You've dotted your I's, you've crossed your T's, you've done your homework. This isn't a haphazard thing. This is, I've prepared for this, but oh my God, my ego, my fear is keeping me stuck. No more, says the divine. You are ready for the big leagues. It's time to throw your hands up and surrender, okay, to your truest calling. Now, they gave me an exercise to help you discover what your truest calling is. And this is a way to engage your soul, okay? And by the way, I am teaching this in the School of Spiritual Arts. So what they want you to do is they want you to close your eyes and let 5 words flow through you. So whatever the first 5 words are, write them down. Now, you cannot go, oh no, that's not a good word. Oh no, that's not a good word. You must trust the first 5 words. You're going to write them down, and you're going to list them out. You're going to put the 5 words in a column, and the next thing you're going to do is call in your soul. Might sound something like this, they say. I'm asking my soul, my higher self, to come in and help me identify my calling using these 5 words, okay? So next to the 5 words, after you've called in your soul, you're going to ask your soul to give you 3 to 5 sentences about each word. This is communication with your soul. It's that simple. Your job is to not second guess it. So there is a ton of information in this video. Now, remember, we're going to be calling them divine downloads going forward. What I want to tell you, a couple things. I have a special going on. If you purchase an hour reading with me, we can do the soul exercise. I can introduce you to your soul, all of that. But more than that, too, you're going to get a free report. You're going to get 12 months, the whole year of 2019, outlined in a report. What's possible for each month. Plus, I'm going to give you 3 months worth of day-to-day guidance, using your full name and your birth date. So you don't want to miss this. You want to book an hour with me. I am booking in February, so it's reasonable. Now, the other thing is, I don't even know how to put into words the School of Spiritual Arts. It has changed so many lives. I am teaching very simply how to honor your soul, how to talk to your soul, how to name your soul, and furthermore, how to develop your psychic and mediumship gifts. It's completely affordable. It's less than $1 a day to belong to the School of Spiritual Arts. So if you desire to go deeper spiritually, You got lots of opportunities with me. VeronicaDrake.com. I'll put the link to both of them in the comments. Don't forget, subscribe to this video, share it with your friends. Let's go viral. All right. I love you guys.